Hey guys, it's Renee. So today we're going to do another tips to success video. So today we are going to be talking about how to supervise up. Now what I mean by that is I'm just going to reference the military because I am in the military. A little disclaimer, none of these videos are exclusively for military. If you have a civilian job, you are still able to use these tips. But I am an E5. A lot of the people that I have to supervise or manage are E6, E7, sometimes E8s to get emails from me. So that is what I mean when I say supervise up. How do you, at a lower position, lower rank, maybe lower time working at your job, it's more senior people there, how do you supervise and manage and be successful and tactful when you have to supervise and interact with people who outrank you or are more senior to you in your job? So I have 5 tips plus a bonus on how to succeed at that. First, I want to shout out, I want to say her Etsy shop is Brooklyn Post, but her YouTube is She Meets City. Guys, these are phenomenal. They are beautiful. I want to say they were limited edition, so they might not be available anymore. I apologize, but these are beautiful and they are part of my new background. I'm going to try to put some more stuff up there, but I had to put B in the background. So let's go ahead, let me throw my little intro in here and then we're gonna get into the video. Hi loves, I'm Renee and welcome to my channel. In this channel, you will find family vlogs, makeup, beauty, hauls, all the things that make me who I am. We have 4 boys and 1 girl, so we definitely have a lot of excitement, and I'm an Army mom. Look at that. So I want to share my world with you, share our family, share our day-to-day, let you know that you could be a mom, you could be a wife, you can be all the things that you want to be, regardless of where you are in your journey counts, and we're going to get there together. So if this is your first time, hey, I'm Renee. Please like and subscribe, join the family. If this is not your first time, thank you so much for sharing our world with us. And guess what? We're going to go ahead and get into this video. Let's go. All right, so a little background, guys. So I have been in the military for 6 years. It's kind of redundant if you've been here for a while, but we're going to do it quick. So been in the military for 6 years. But my first gig, NCO position I actually received as an E4. That is the junior enlisted. I was not an NCO. I did not have the stripe on my pants. I was 3 years in the military and they was like, here you go, trial by fire. So as an E4, I was the NCOIC of the pediatric clinic at a huge medical treatment facility. I had 11 providers. I'm an E4, y'all. 11 providers, who 10 of them were officers, active duty officers, ranging from captain to colonel. My direct supervisor was a colonel, okay? And our jobs were kind of balanced, so I had to mentor her, and I had to be mentored to figure out how to mentor her, because the NCO would always get in trouble, and I was like, but this a whole colonel, this a whole lieutenant colonel, this a whole captain. And they were like, well, you have to figure out how to do this. And then I also had an entire team of 62, so 50 something civilians, all who had been there for years and years and years and years, way longer than I had been in the military, some of them who were prior service. So I had to figure out how to lead up, how to supervise up, how to be like this little brand new nose wide open E4 and still supervise people who outranked me by 2, 3, 4, 7 ranks, right? So I learned a lot on the way. Then I continued to get into positions where I had to lead up. I was like, oh, I'm just going to continue to, like, I'm just never going to work at my rank again, because they already have realized that I can lead up. So I'm going to show you guys just some things that I have picked up along the way. So my first tip is to come in, take some time, get to know your job, learn your job, figure out what's going on. Like, a lot of people like to go in strong, and then you make decisions and try to make changes that don't really work because you don't know what's going on. So take some time, learn from the people around you. It is a-okay to learn from the people around you. I learned everything in my last position from a E4 who was like phenomenal. He taught me my job even though I was his supervisor. So learn from the people around you, establish that relationship, show that you know the job, right? And then number 2 is make the changes that make sense. So every position that I've been in, I've made changes that made sense. So whether we needed trackers, whether we needed different opening procedures or closing procedures or clinic procedures or anything, make changes that make sense. And when you're making changes that make sense, there will be some growing pains. Just know that there will be growing pains. Like in my new position, y'all, I get fussed out all the time. But the reason is they're growing pains. As I'm making changes, people are just used to things being the way that they've always been. And that doesn't make sense sometimes. Sometimes the way things always have been doesn't really work with the flow of how things are now. So be confident enough to make those changes, but make the changes that make sense and know that there's going to be growing pains that come along with it. All you have to make sure that you're doing is that you've known your job for a little bit, you've learned it, you've paid attention, and in paying attention and learning those different areas of your job, you're like, oh, this might be good here, that might be good there. Another thing that I do when I'm making changes is always have open forums with the people who are working there as well. The people who have been in the seat for a while, at the job for a while, and then also the newbies that come in with me. So get to know them, have conversations, and figure out how collectively you can make changes, because if everyone feels like they are involved in the changes, they're more apt to be willing to make the change. Makes sense? Number 3 is have a mentor. Guys, as a lower NCO, junior NCO, that's what they call us, you need to have people on your back, like who have your back, not on your back. People who have your back. So you need to have a mentor. You need to have a mentor who is not at your facility or not in your job, someone that you can go to that's unbiased. And then you also need to have that backup in your job. So I have an E7 that I go to her and I'm like, sorry, I need your rank. She's like, okay, what's up? And she fights my battles because I keep her in tune to everything that's going on. So when it's something that people can't see past my rank, even though my experience is there, then sometimes you got to call in for backup. But these people can also mentor you on how to talk to people, how to be more political, how to get through to people who are more veterans than you. So have a mentor, talk to them, let them know, keep them in the loop. But also sometimes when you need backup, you do have to be like, hey, so I need a little help, because, and most times they will be willing to help you. Number 4, guys, is be consistent. Be consistent. So consistency is going to allow your team to not only trust you, but be willing to go along with the changes and the things that you have in place for them, because you're consistent. You're the same person every day. And with being consistent, I also like to say, allow them to see who you are. Allow your personality to come through. Guys, I am witty at work. I don't know where this person comes from, but I am funny. I am witty. I allow people to see my personality because I want them to know outside of Sergeant James, there is a person named Renee. And, she's here too. So allow them to see who you are, be consistent, earn their trust, right? But don't be a pushover. Don't be a pushover. Be the supervisor, right? Be the boss lady, but still be yourself. And then number five, most important thing when you are leading up, when you are supervising people who outrank you, when you're just doing a lot for how much you're getting paid. Like, let's just be real. When you're doing a lot for how much you're getting paid, you have to make sure you record everything, write everything down. Y'all, come here. Write everything down, especially if you're military. Make sure you're documenting numbers. What this for? This is for your evaluation. This is going to show, yes, you know, this shows that I am leading up, but let me tell you really what I'm doing. Like, let me lay this out for you. And a lot of times when that time comes up for your evaluation, you might be like, damn, what's that thing we did 8 months ago? Well, how many flu shots did I give? You write them down at the time of service, at the time that you've done them, so you have a running list. And then when it comes time for your evaluation, you are able to give a full picture of just how hard you've worked, even at the level that you are. Okay, so let me get my little paper. Let me get my little paper so I can give y'all all 5. So number 4 was take a moment, learn your job, right? Don't go in there like a bulldozer and then you be looking crazy because you don't know your job yet. So learn your job. Go in there looking around. Let me see what's up. Let me see what's going on before I too make the changes that make sense. Okay, I've paid attention. I peeped, you know, where the holes are, where the gaps are, what could be filled in with different things. And now, right now, I'm gonna go ahead and make those changes. 3, have you a mentor, someone who's been there, someone who outranks you, someone who's been in the job, in the seat, who has done different things, who's been there, who is professional. If you're not military, someone else who's professional in a job, kind of similar, that is able to mentor you with your woes, okay? And if you are military and they're in your team, use their rank when you need to. Like, call in for backup sometimes, because sometimes people can't get, you know, past what they see on your chest. And you gotta be like, okay, well, here's my backup. And yeah. Number 4 is stay consistent. Allow people to see your personality, but also stay consistent. Don't be a pushover. And 5, do yourself some justice and keep track of all the amazing things that you're doing. So when it comes time for that evaluation, right, when they got to rank us and say who did what, you know, you are showcasing exactly how much you've done because you've kept a track of that. Oh, my bonus, right? I'm like, I can't even read my handwriting. So my bonus tip is to remember that this is a very, 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 very small military. Guys, the military, when they say that we 1%, like, they for real. We might think, because we see a lot of people, that it's huge. I'll give you a little story time. So E4, I worked in ClinOps. There's lots of officers, a sergeant major. I'm always in these jobs, you know, people who outrank me. Okay, fast forward, right? PCS to the hospital. Okay, like literally like 6 months later, one of the captains that was in my office, that was in my platoon, that her desk was right across from mine, who had given me multiple things to do, became my company commander. Small army. Had I been a not great soldier the first time that we worked together, she would already have that impression of me the second time we worked together, okay? Then another person out of that office became my hospital commander, so battalion commander, kind of. So guys, small army. You never know when you're gonna see these people again. If there's a group of people in a place, like we had NCOPD the other day, and like 3 of those NCOs had worked together prior. The sergeant major, someone was like, yeah, sergeant major, I know you. I remember you from the other place. So I've known you so long. We were at the other place together. And I was just like, small army. So just remember, someone's always watching, and you never know when you're going to see these people again. So I'm Renee. Here's just some quick tips for you. Guys, it doesn't matter if you're military or not. These tools are going to help you just succeed beyond the surface of where you want to be. You know, we're all into that right now, and to get into a better place, right? Living our best life. So if you have not subscribed, take a moment. Click it's red. It says subscribe. Just go ahead and click it, right? Just go ahead and click it. Like, subscribe, share, you know, send it to your friends, because you know they need these 5 tips too. So I will see you guys in the next video and or vlog, right? And bye.